Paul. Paul.
Paul. Paul. It is hard to say. Paul. 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 Where's Paul, by the way? Should we be worried about him?
Paul.
And welcome to a very special, very special Vergecast, live from New York City on the eve of Paul Miller's return to the internet. I'm Josh Topolsky.
I'm Paul Miller.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And we're back. And I just realized something. Can I just say this is a perfect Vergecast moment? Just before we went on, I realized my monitor is not plugged into anything. I put it in my pocket. I don't know why.
This is very...
I was like, well, maybe I'll get up. And it turned out I didn't get up.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed the intro.
I didn't hear the intro at all. I had to do it from the visual.
Everybody was saying Paul.
Oh, I didn't
was
get
really
that.
funny.
Oh, that's very loud. Can we turn that down?
Yeah.
It's a little loud.
And I think it's too quiet. I think we're starting the Vergecast for Paul's return a lot like many Vergecasts.
I wouldn't want to think that
disorganized.
anything out of the ordinary is about to happen.
Well, I wouldn't say that anything is. It's disorganized.
Well, we did start to closer on time.
It's my hair
That's
looks
true.
insane.
We're within a 15-minute window. I'm proud
This
of
isn't insane. How do they get my hair to do that?
How much lift you got on that? Like an inch and a half?
Yeah,
I don't know.
good.
I don't know. I got I got a haircut before I actually left the office to get a haircut and came back because I wanted to
He
look
left the
good
internet to get
for
a haircut.
for your return. And by the way, I'm also wearing red pants that I haven't worn since our Engadget days.
I remember that.
Yeah.
They're back on my
remember
legs.
Oh, I didn't get a haircut for you.
They're back on my body.
I did drink a lot.
This is still very
I
quiet.
thought about getting a
Very
haircut.
quiet.
Yeah.
You don't know that probably most of the last week most of my brain cycle has been spent deciding whether or not I'm
Yeah.
going to get a haircut.
Will he or won't
for
he?
my return to the
Will he or
internet.
won't he get a haircut?
I think I need like a bit of like an evening, not an evening.
Why
but
don't
like
you go? Why don't
an
you go extreme?
evening.
Why don't you do something extreme?
Yeah.
So hold on.
Don't you think
let's-
this is pretty extreme?
Let's talk about the Vergecast for a second. So as you know,
I mean, you look like you're in the band Extreme.
Sounds like a good.
there are
thing.
going to be more than words spoken tonight. There are going to be actions seen, observed by
Yeah.
you. So as you know, Paul went off the internet a year ago at midnight. It will be a year at midnight tonight.
Yeah.
Just so you understand.
Which is crazy.
And
May
now you're coming
1st.
back. And by the way, I just want to say it seems crazy to me that it's been a year. It seems like that year has flown by.
Feels like it's been exactly a year to me.
See, I don't.
Not too long, not too short.
I mean, maybe that's the
Just
maybe that's
a year.
Maybe that's what happens when you're off the internet.
I was living in the present, one day at a time.
My perception of it is like it just was a blur.
Yeah.
I guess if you're looking at the internet all the time, things seem less specific.
I've had
and
nothing
more-
to do.
and more general.
I've been counting the seconds.
You literally have a calendar with X's over days.
Actually, I don't.
You should have.
I should have. That would
Yeah,
be
why
funny.
How
did
could
you
you not
do
have?
that?
I don't
How
know.
could you not have had a calendar
Well,
where you
I guess
cross
the
off
first
the
question
days?
is,
Well,
how would
I-
you order such a calendar?
I wasn't like.
What do you mean? You call up calendars, a 1-800 calendar.
Yeah.
Actually, you know,
1-800calendar.com.
it is pretty easy to guess what 800 numbers for businesses.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm pretty good at it.
Give me some. Give me some
Got
800.
really
Give me some
good at
800
it?
numbers you've guessed for businesses.
I got Time Warner, which was not like.
What is it?
It's not like Time
What is
Warner.
it?
It's like get Time Warner cable. It's get Time Warner.
You didn't get a phone book to find that out.
No.
Well, how do you get a phone book?
Yeah, how do you get a
They
phone book?
deliver them to your house.
Actually, I do have a phone book. I normally just use 411.
I will say that earlier today I saw Paul call 411 to order a pizza.
And I took a photo of him
Yeah.
ordering a pizza.
And then you know what happened? I pre-ordered a pizza, and then I got to the Pizza Hut, and they said they canceled my order. The manager specifically canceled my order.
Why?
So I had to reorder the
It seemed
same
like-
pizza.
He was like nobody calls us, so it
In-
seemed like a prank.
In
Yeah, it was
Paul's
like a prank.
final moments before returning to the internet,
Yeah.
he demanded to speak to the manager of a local pizza.
Do you know who I am?
in the basement,
I've been off the internet for a year.
basement of Penn Station.
I will kill you.
Yeah.
I couldn't even like lord my cloud score over
Is
him.
that where? Yeah, you're like, do you know what my cloud score is? Neither do I. Well, also, what's clout?
Yeah. Said both parties in the conversation.
Said the manager and Paul Miller simultaneously. That's how the British pronounce
What are we even
simultaneously, by
talking
the
about?
way.
Why don't I have a pizza?
Eventually,
There
if you
should
got
be
the
a.
pizza.
I will tell you something. I would use clout more if it could end in me getting a pizza.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you have an 86 clout. By the way, that is my clout score. No. What's my clout score? Michael, what's my clout score?
3,000.
Yes, my cloud score is 3. No,
I want a cloud score that
but
like
if the cloud score meant something, like you get to 80 free pizza, 85 you get to rent a zip car for a day.
What cloud is really about is that you're waiting in line.
looking?
You're waiting in line for food.
Just type in Josh Topolsky's cloud score.
You're waiting in line for food,
.com.
and then you get the person ahead of you's food.
Okay,
You
I have
know,
to sign
like
in?
they ordered something, and you get their thing. That's
I'm
what
sorry,
cloud is about.
What are you talking about?
Well, cloud isn't just about you getting something for cheap or for free. It's about you getting it first.
But
I'd
you
like
getting
to point out-
So if you order
influence.
a pizza at Pizza Hut, you should get the person whose pizza, like who ordered
86.
before
Do you know what that means?
No.
I would get a pizza at 80.
Yeah.
And at 85, I'd get a free day with a zip car.
Really?
Is that true?
No, I'm saying that's what they should do.
Oh. That really escalates quickly from 80 to 85.
What do you mean?
Pizza, free day with the car.
A zip car. You don't get the car.
I'm just saying.
It's a zip car. It's like $25 a day. Ross, how much is a zip car?
About 42 a day.
42 a day. Okay, a pizza's like $10.
Yeah.
You know, I think for those extra 5 points,
That's-
once you've crossed the divide, because you know what happens in the upper echelons of clout? Eyes wide shut style orgies.
And Zipcar is kind of going for that pizza
Eyes
user.
wide shut style orgies.
Yeah. So Paul, let me ask you
85
a
and
question.
above on clout. You heard it here first.
I mean, I have to say that
That makes you want to sign up for a clout account, doesn't it?
of all of the people
Oh, I'll be taken
here,
to a mansion in
the
upstate
person
New York.
who hasn't used the internet for the year has said the smartest things about cloud.
Well, I think we know. I think we all know how we feel about clout.
All right, so Paul, I have a lot of questions for you.
What's happening?
And I'm getting tweeted a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So you're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
50 minutes.
Yeah.
50 minutes till the internet.
Here's the number one question I received,
Right.
straight up. What kind of phone are you going to get when you come back?
I have this all planned out.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I
Let me
am
just check some
going.
things while you're doing
I'm going
Let me
to.
check my cloud.
I'm going to get a
BoostMyCloudScore.com.
a data line.
You're going to get data line.
Whatever the cheapest 4G LTE data line I can
T-Mobile.
get.
Oh, LTE?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe T-Mobile, maybe
Yeah.
Clear. I don't know. But what?
Clear?
they don't even exist
It's-
anymore. They
I
went
mean,
out of
basically,
business.
you're like, whatever
Clear went out of
failed
business
idea
6 months
will
ago.
not
I was
charge
reading
me.
I have this brochure from Best Buy and it has
No.
all the different.
Oh,
No,
isn't
don't
that
do that.
quaint?
Has
Isn't
all
that
the different-
adorable? He has a brochure.
Oh,
It has
God.
all the
A
mobile
brochure.
plans
Can you-
All
broken
right, all right,
down.
continue. Tell us your plan.
I'm going to get on the Verge, and if you don't have a comparison chart of the quality of Best Buy's comparison
Someone
chart
will do it in
for
forums.
wireless plans, I'm going to be very
not-
disappointed.
We don't have
ahead.
wireless plan comparison charts. We're not Best Buy.
Well,
We're not Best Buy Mobile.
I guess I'm going
We're
to.
the
I guess I'm going to hang
Verge.com.
on to my brochure. Won't
You know,
I?
I know that not being on the internet for a while can make you confused about what things are.
Well, I will say that
Why are you hating on my brochure if you don't have
I'm not
similar information
hating-
at your
I have
I'm not
fingertips?
similar
hating-
information at my fingertips.
You'd have to
Don't
go-
buy anything from Clear.
You'd have to go to each of the sites individually.
What's your plan?
Okay, so I'm going to get a data plan,
Yeah.
and I'm going to get an Android phone,
Oh, you want to
Yes.
get an Android?
like either the HTC One or the HTC First.
Yeah.
Why? Hold on. Why not an iPhone or a Windows phone?
First.
Hear me out. A
I
Windows
think
phone.
we all know why not a Windows.
Windows phone sucks.
Whoa! Wow.
And then
They even
and
know
Paul
that
Miller-
off the internet.
Paul Miller has really changed his tune after a year off the internet. I thought you liked Windows.
But congratulations for their flat UI.
Yeah. Okay,
Which
good.
is storming
Carry
the
on.
world.
Carry on.
Johnny Ive's gonna
So I'm
rip it
going to
off.
get that phone as a data-only phone.
Android.
Because I want to use Google Now and whatever other.
Excite Bike. You were just about to say.
Excite Bike? Is that on?
No, he wants to use Google Now and
Excite Bike.
so I say, hey, your little guy.
Other
Calm down.
exciting
Oh, no.
things that you can only do on Android.
Yeah.
Like maybe Gmail, really good.
Yeah, that's real good.
And good notifications.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep my dumb phone.
This is crazy.
I'm going to
Yeah.
keep my
Listen
Huawei.
to how brazen he is about. Here's the thing that's crazy. Paul Miller used to describe himself as an Apple fanboy.
Yeah.
Like literally used to say, I'm an Apple fanboy and I want Apple to tell me what to do and tell me what to buy and I love it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
And
so
I
what
like
I'm going
good
to do?
notifications.
What I'm going to do is wait for the iPhone 5S and then upgrade to that
The
on
iPhone-
on AT&T.
the iPhone 5.
So that will be my
Wait, you're going to get an Android phone like the one and then you're going to upgrade to the 5S.
no. So my Android phone, these will all have both devices.
Oh, you're going to have two devices.
I'm gonna have an
Yeah.
Android phone that
Welcome
will
to
be
hell.
data only, and then my iPhone device will be my primary. Have voice and stuff like that, and it will be better because it has
with
Vine.
data also.
Yeah.
It will have data as well.
So you'll have two data plans.
yeah.
Like he hasn't paid for one for a year.
That's broken.
He's got the cash
I've been
to
putting-
burn.
I've
I've been putting all that cash in a piggy bank.
Yeah. Waiting to give it
The
waiting to give
shape
it
of an
clear.
Ethernet cable.
You're like, man, I've saved all this money for a year. I'm gonna give it to Metro PCS.
A piggy bank.
That's your move.
A piggy bank in the shape of an internet cable. So a piggy tube, basically.
A piggy tube.
A tube.
Yeah.
How is it like? It's not to scale though. You
No,
couldn't
it's not
fit
to
any
scale.
money in that.
No, exactly.
The Cat 5 cable.
Scaled up.
You need like a giant
'Cause
Cat 5 cable.
You put
would be
the
actually
money in
kinda
those
cool
little
to have.
coin rolls, and then you put them into the tube.
Slam them into the tube.
Slam them into the tube.
See what happens when you go off the internet for a year.
Yeah.
Ideas get real weird.
Yeah.
And then if you need any money, the money comes out of those little cross hatchings at the end of the Ethernet plug. You know.
This has gotten very abstract.
The butt
Again. That's what you call the end of an Ethernet cable.
That's right. That's right.
All right,
It's like
so-
It's like a lot of.
Look at how colorful things are behind us. Look
There
at all
is
these
a lot
people
going on.
Oh,
You know
man.
what? Is that
Paul,
Chow?
qu-
Stop it. Just can somebody control Chow? She's hamming it up for the camera, and I don't like it.
I will say.
Stop hamming.
I will say when it came
Get
to
her out of the shot.
when it
more
when
like
it
it.
came to Mario Kart Double Dash this evening, I definitely.
Dominated.
Well, I
You controlled Chow.
I controlled the course on which Chow was.
Yeah.
So
Paul.
by proxy, I controlled
On which
Chow.
Chow was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that doesn't make
Do they
any
have
sense.
English offline?
You think, look, things break down very quickly when you go off the internet. Okay.
Upon which Chow drove.
English becomes quite secondary.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Did somebody murder Chow?
I think Ross took that a little too far.
Ross like took her out.
Chow now has 2 broken legs.
Controlled Chow.
You showed her, didn't you?
See, without the internet, you can express language through a lot of visuals.
Visual
Violence.
visual what?
You know?
This is what you need language for.
Visual
cues.
visual.
All right.
You know.
Anyhow.
Second question.
Okay, let's hear this.
Second question.
Are these from readers?
Oh, yeah. They've
Listeners?
been asking me all week.
Fans of Paul Miller?
Yeah. Second
Paul,
question.
Hey, do Paul Miller fans have a nickname? Let's give them one right now before you ask the second question. What would a Paul Miller fan be called?
Sorry.
I don't know.
Miller timers.
No.
Paul Bros.
Paul Bros. No, because that's not inclusionary.
Lady Bros.
Lady
just
Bros.
Joanna.
Lady Bros.
Regular Bros and Lady Bros.
Yeah, Lady Bros and Bros.
Paul
Double bros.
friends.
Friends of Paul.
Nah, this isn't working.
Well,
Go
this-
ask your second question.
All right. The second, I mean, these are like, it's funny how gadgety these questions are.
No, it's not.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, we work for a
What's the-
technology
what's the second question?
publication.
Well, I mean,
Where
it's
did you get these?
They were just.
I'm going to tweet. I'll get more.
at me
I'll
all
get some more diverse questions here. Let me show you how it's done.
week. Well,
Listen, I'm such a dick.
Polynauts is already used for the
This
people
guy
who go
cuts
to
across
Polygon.
demographics.
They're tweeting at me now. Then the second question is very simple. Like, you had a laptop. Mm-hmm. It haven't been touched in a year.
Oh, I've
right?
touched my laptop.
Well, I mean, like, but the internet hasn't touched it in a year.
By the way, everybody's saying Polly's.
Polys-
Which I agree. It's
Polys
really
is
good.
really
that's
good.
what my mom calls me. Paul.
Somebody also said Polynauts,
And I got Paularinas,
which is
pretty
kind of good. Kind of a play on
Polynauts?
Polygons, Polynauts.
Yeah.
Well, I think polygons works pretty good.
Except for the
I like
obvious
Polys.
issue.
I like Polly's.
Polys is good. All
But
right.
PAUL.
No, it's just another
YGON.
hardware question.
Okay.
You
is
have an
it?
iPad, you have a laptop.
Yeah.
Where are you going first?
I'm sorry, internet. Hold on. This is the best you can do.
Yeah.
Is what laptop
all right.
will
It's
They want to
apologize.
know.
right.
The
They
guy,
wanna
the guy
know.
They've been
hasn't-
dying to know what phone.
Josh, we've come a
phones
long
and
way.
laptops are it doesn't matter
come a
to
long
Paul.
way. I've been writing about technology
The man
for-
was literally writing with a quill, an ink on a parchment for the last year.
I actually wrote with a quill the other day. My sister. has.
You see what I'm saying? And all you can ask him is what laptop is he going
Yeah.
to get? The guy hasn't looked at a single clip of internet pornography for 12 months.
Here's the thing.
No double penetration.
Oh my
I
God!
no chicks
No,
with
stop,
dicks.
Stop!
I want
stop,
to. I want a
stop,
Mac.
stop.
I want.
Nothing.
You're stopping.
I'm waiting for a MacBook Air Retina,
This is a very after
and
hours
the
version.
and the iPad Mini Retina. Those are the
Give me
things.
that. Give me that.
Those are the devices I
What
want.
do you want? A Retina?
I want a MacBook Air Retina.
Yeah.
Like I really like in theory having a keyboard and a tablet, but when you have a keyboard and a tablet, they always end up thicker and heavier than a MacBook
But you can't
Air.
get one of those.
What?
An Air with Retina screen.
Well, it's inevitable.
I'm getting
So
some
you're just gonna
questions
wait.
I'm
for
gonna
you, by
wait.
the way.
You're just gonna wait it out.
I think
I have a question
I've
for you.
learned
This is
patience.
a good
in this
question.
year.
This is from.
What's the first thing you're gonna Bing? Is an excellent.
No, I
question.
got Godsiwa. I don't know what that is,
Yeah,
but
Godsiwa?
what will be the first thing that Paul buys from Amazon?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, Amazon. Remember Amazon?
well, I don't know. It's a bit of a secret.
Is it?
Can I tell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you? It's secret for whom?
Well, it's a present for somebody.
well, don't say who it's for.
Well, they'll know.
Well, then
They're standing in this room.
Michael, you're getting a present.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I just want to say to the viewer, because you don't know, there are four people in this room, and this is
One of whom I'm fairly sure, like Paul doesn't know.
This whole thing has become
Paul, by the way. What's your name?
This whole thing has become like an exciting game of Clue. Let's try to figure out. Give us some clues about the person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're tall.
Okay, sorry. Well, the hat makes you taller.
narrowed it down to two. We narrowed it down to two.
All
Okay,
right.
they're tall.
Yeah, and I knew their name before tonight.
Well,
So it's
okay.
Christian.
So
It's obviously Christian.
somebody that you knew
Okay.
before
So,
tonight.
well, this is a bit of a. We're,
Jordan,
for
you're
Jordan?
getting a present
Jordan,
from
you're getting a
Amazon.
present.
We've
Are you
got a-
excited?
What can you get
All right, what
someone
is
as
it?
a present
What is
from
it?
Amazon?
well, we've got this video coming up, and people are going to see. But I went on a road trip, and on this road trip, we bought a CB radio. And now I have the CB radio at my desk at the office. And I am a floor above Jordan. And Jordan went on the road trip with me, and he put together this documentary we're about to watch of me. It's just all about me.
Yes,
I mean,
we're
it's
aware aware that it's all about you.
And I'm going to get him a CB radio for his desk. And so we're going to be able to CB radio each
You know,
other.
you guys are going to be back on the internet.
Yeah, no.
Right?
This is
You're
gonna
gonna
so much
love
better.
this.
By the way, this is going to drastically cut down on our phone bills here at the
Exactly.
office. I think it's great.
I'm not gonna have
I have
to-
another question from Miss Ambeer.
Yep.
Bear. Miss Ambear. If I just say it normally, it's
Amber?
spelled like bear instead of bear, like amber.
Oh, yeah.
Anyhow,
I got it. She's a bear.
Are you going to cut your hair?
No. I've been
Yeah.
thinking
Ever?
a lot about
Ever?
it.
Before
Well,
Paul,
someday.
before you say this part of your story, can I just relay a Paul story that happened the other day? Paul looked at me because I asked him the same question about his hair, and he goes, "Man, some days I hate my hair, but some days I love my
Can
hair."
I just say something? It just
And
occurred.
it was just like
It just occurred
Paul.
to me. I don't
Paul's
wanna
really leaning into
and
looking like
I
Bono,
don't
I
want
have
to
to say
be.
this.
I don't want to be a jerk, even though
Tell me.
it's pretty well established
the
that
truth
it's pretty well
unvarnished.
established that I am.
Right.
Couldn't you have gotten a little bit dressed up? A little bit. I mean, you're wearing a
No, the internet isn't
You're
about
wearing
being
a
dressed
you're
up.
wearing a heather gray.
I
It
brought
looks
a
like
sweater.
a Gap, maybe
I've
a
got
Gap
a sweater.
t-shirt,
You want me to wear the
and
sweater?
a pair of nondescript khaki pants.
But that's not my sweater.
Just wear whatever sweater.
Where did the sweater come from?
Must be upstairs.
Don't you feel like for
No,
your
I got
return?
I got an Eddie Bauer sweater from my parents for Christmas.
Don't you think it would be completely
Paul
out
Miller.
of,
Paul
out
Miller's
of-
Return to the Internet, brought to you by Eddie Bauer.
Eddie
No,
Bauer.
don't you think it would be completely out of character for a man getting on the internet for the first time in a year to like be dressed up? Like I'm wearing a
No,
tuxedo.
I don't think you can.
to
I
completely
don't
ensconce
think,
myself. in
No,
the
I don't
internet?
think you can stereotype internet
Do you wear a
users.
tuxedo when you browse the internet?
I wear the top part of a tuxedo when I browse the
Yeah.
internet, and then the lower part is totally nude, fully nude. Tuxedo up here,
Yeah.
nude down
And
here.
I would say that if you were to average that, you'd end up with a heather gray T-shirt.
I don't think so.
Like if you were to just like hit.
Our own Callie Schweitzer wants to know: 1, when is the haircut? We know what that answer to that is. 2, what's your middle name? Now, any real Paulie would know that.
Yeah.
Any Paulie would know that.
Yeah.
And 3, do you know my last name yet?
Schweitzer.
I might have just said it though.
You did.
So
No, you said Callie.
no, I don't know. Some of these questions are a little too deep.
Yeah. No, so I have some simple. While you score through those,
Yeah.
I want to point out. So we did a hashtag for Paul. What should Paul see? And the couple of them we're just not going to do because you've already seen them, and I want to explain the ones you've seen. So the number one thing people wanted you to look at was Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
I like to
some
say-
perversion.
You can say Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
You can say Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
You can say. I don't think like anybody.
Gangnam
I don't think anybody expects either of you to pronounce it right.
No, but so you have seen it.
Yeah.
How
Well,
have you seen it?
I've seen half of it. I
Oh,
was
God.
on an airplane and I was channel surfing, and there was a music video channel on this like the seat back entertainment, and I saw like
You saw enough.
half of,
Did you-
including like he like yells at somebody's butt,
Yeah, he
which
does
is
yell at us.
something that had been specifically explained to me.
That's
I've also
not
learned,
really what's going on.
Somebody taught me
there.
the dance.
I just thought of another video you should see.
Yeah.
I just thought of another
Well, keep
video
it-
you
put
should
it in
see.
your
I'm
list.
going to keep it. I'm going to put it on my list.
And the second one was Felix Baumgartner's jump from space, which you actually wrote about. So
Right.
You saw that one
I
already.
watched
as well.
it on CNN. They cut away from like the actual like he jumps
you were
out of
watching
the
TV.
capsule.
You were watching
I was
Yeah.
watching it on
television,
CNN. He jumps out of the capsule, and then they like cut away while he's
Right.
mostly
And so
in
this is-
free fall.
This is really interesting because we
I
put out
actually
a
really want to
call.
watch it again. I really want to watch it.
It's on our list, so we'll watch it again. But like, it's interesting that we put out this call, like hashtag things you want Paul to see, and the ones that got the most votes were the most like viral, and they're the ones that crossed over from like online to television to seat back music video services,
Right.
which I believe is the purest sign of success.
Yeah.
That's how like you've made it.
Yeah.
But we have several others for you, including one that Josh is ridiculously excited about.
Somebody told me, I forgot about this. There's video of the Mars landing, the new rover landing on Mars.
Oh yeah, there is. That's
I'm
right.
really
Yeah.
stoked to see that.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, well, that would have been a great suggestion from our readers.
Yeah, cool,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Somebody
Thanks for nothing.
else suggested it.
Thanks for it's
Well,
only one of the most momentous
Here, I'll
events
just-
in the history of space travel.
I'm just gonna
but-
hashtag it right
You
now.
know what,
big
Josh?
deal. We got
Josh, they
Gangnam Style
tried.
in
They
there.
tried really
It's
hard,
cool.
Josh. Lay
no,
off.
it's all right.
Lay off.
No, it's all right. We have a bad lip reading, which has been around since like 2004, but not the Mars rover landing or what is it? Curiosity. Same
Who
thing.
knows? Who knows?
Whatever. Who cares about Mars? I mean,
Yeah.
sure, they found actual aliens there who speak a different alien language.
Oh, did that not make it in the paper?
Did you not know that?
What?
The aliens on Mars.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
know
the
about
whole
that.
colony of them and everything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They're on the internet.
Apparently, they've got.
You know what happened is the
they're
other
actually
day,
not. Here's the thing about those
people-
aliens.
people
they're
still-
like dumb. We always thought the aliens would be smarter than us, but their technology is kind of
So-
crappy.
so remember-
they're not very smart.
They're on dial-up.
Yeah.
Remember
everything
that-
is like a crank with them. They crank everything. I
That's
can
bad.
make a phone call. 1 second. I'm cranking this machine. But then they don't call them phone calls. They have an alien word for them.
there is this sort of like trope in
Crank
like
calls.
Mars science fiction where like Martians become sort of apathetic at some point.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Come
a
on,
Philip
Verge.
K. Dick like that, and there's a Ray
All
Bradbury.
right, so I have a question for you. You have
and
5
there's
minutes.
Jonathan
to go.
Lethem.
5 minutes.
How are you feeling?
Apathetic Martians.
Yeah, how are you feeling? You've got it's well, you know, he doesn't have 5 minutes. He's
Well, he
got
said 5 minutes.
He's got 35 minutes.
Yeah, 35. I'm
But
sorry,
we're gonna
35 minutes,
in 5 minutes we're gonna show a video, right, Ross, about Paul's time off the internet and his return.
5, guys.
Yeah.
You got 5.
About.
Huh?
Do you mind? I'm explaining something to our viewers.
No, I'm trolling Ross. Hold on. 5.
In 5 minutes. Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Think about it.
In 5 minutes, we're going to show a video detailing Paul's, whoever this guy is. Detailing Paul's his time off the internet and how he feels coming back to the internet.
Yeah.
And I've seen it.
It's good.
I don't want to hype it up, but if you're not bawling uncontrollably by the end of it, you don't have a soul.
Yeah.
Okay. But so we're going to do that in a little bit. But before that,
You've got more questions.
I think we should take a few more questions from people out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first, I mean, while we're doing that, how are you feeling? Is it
thank
high
you
anticipation?
for
Is it low?
he's really polite.
I
now.
didn't know. Like I went home at like 5 and I took a nap, and I've been just a little bit like, I just ready to be.
On the internet.
Yeah, I don't know what it's not like I'm so eager to do anything on there, and it's not like my life sucks so bad right now. It's like waiting for Christmas morning,
Yeah.
and it's like freaking get it over already, and
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Come on,
it's-
Santa, do this thing.
Come on, Santa.
Lazy.
Have you cheated? I think this is an interesting question. We
we have commenters who insist that this is all a stunt, that you've been cheating the whole time.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I based on how difficult it has been to get you in any way to be responsive.
Right.
Tell me, have you cheated?
So the things that have happened, there have been a couple incidents.
Okay.
So part of this year
This is
was
all, by the way, this is news to me.
part of this year was no texting, and really early in the year, somebody sent me a text message, and I just like muscle response, like just sent something right back before I even thought about it. And then another time,
Texting, by the way, technically not
not the internet, but it was part of my pledge to the
Yeah,
world. And then somebody,
one text.
no, somebody texted me, and it was been such a pain in the ass to call them, and I really needed a response, so I texted them. So that was that was a purposeful violation.
You texted them more than once.
No, so that's 2 total texts
How many
in different
times? Oh, so
situations.
2 texts
2 texts in different situations.
over 12 months.
Yes,
Okay,
and then
what else?
also when I was at the New York Public Library trying to use the catalog, I didn't know that the catalog is just on the real World Wide Web. I thought it might be like a local intranet.
I said it was an intranet.
I thought it was an intranet, so I clicked on a link
Ooh.
in a browser,
Uh-oh.
clicked on a link, and got another web page, and realized it was a web page.
So
you
what
run?
did you do?
I ran away. I literally left the library.
I kept browsing for 6 hours straight.
Yeah, so are you worried?
And then also, I've just, I wrote about this early on, but I've glanced over at people's screens and tried to look away.
You can't. I mean, but you didn't willingly.
I'd like
get
totally,
on the. But
I'm
in this,
totally
in
not
the
willing.
12 months, in the 12 months time, you didn't willingly go on the internet and browse the internet.
I haven't.
You didn't use Xbox Live to play internet games. You didn't use any internet gaming services.
Paul didn't have internet at his house until
right. You
couple days
killed
ago,
internet at your house. You didn't pick up Wi-Fi at Starbucks and start browsing the internet. Okay. So
I've actually had. I have these recurrent. nightmares.
I know the answers to this. I just want.
When people ask me this question, I've had these recurrent nightmares where all of a sudden I realize that I'm using like 5 computers all at once, like some like mad keyboardist, at all these computers using tons and tons of internet, and then someone like points out to me, those are on the internet, right? And
all right,
I melt in horror.
I have a question for you from Miss Amber.
Okay.
Oh God,
she wants to know if you're single.
I am very single.
Paul, you heard it here first, ladies.
100% single.
Let me tell you something about Paul. Can I talk about you for a second?
Please don't.
Okay, Paul's single. He's ready to mingle.
Oh God.
And
I have to say, in terms of introing the feature in a minute, this is not the way to go.
Can we just flash my phone number across the bottom?
I'm gonna tell ladies about Paul. Okay. What do we have? 1 minute?
Not just ladies.
This is a good time. Ladies, men, whatever. But I know that he likes the ladies. Paul's single. He's obviously very handsome. You just take a look at his face. Can we show his face for a second? Look at him.
I lost 35 pounds this year.
He lost 35 pounds this year. So the internet makes you fat. That's a fact. Not that you were fat, but you were, morbidly obese is how I describe it. Yeah. He's single. Again, single guy, robust. Handsome looking. Mm-hmm. He's not perfect. He's a little rough around the edges.
Worst.
Hold on a second.
Of all time.
But I would say highly lovable.
Yeah.
Highly lovable. And I think you know what the next part is going to be, and I think you know what I'm saying to you without saying it. Okay?
Josh Topolsky. Everyone.
Time for the video. Here's the video. Here's Paul.
You want to do a little setup before?
I don't know. I went on a.
Why don't we just run?
Just give Paul his moment.
I went on a road trip to find myself.
But this whole year has really been a road trip.
This whole year was about me discovering and understanding myself better, and then I went on a road trip to put a point on it.
Yeah.
And I think we came up with something.
Oh my God, I have a lot of tweets about you. We got a lot of stuff to get back to. Let's watch this video, and we'll be back with more Paul, and we're getting very, very close to him getting back on the internet. But watch this. It is pretty amazing.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Paul's off the internet, dude.
Paul is leaving the internet for a year. You've been on the internet for a super long time. Most of your adult life.
Right.
And he wants to write about what his life is like without the internet.
It's something that I want to do for the personal exploration of how it would help me deal with my productivity, my creativity, and figuring out how the internet's impacting me.
And just stop and smell the flowers. I mean, really just use the opportunity of this year to take hold of the basic human joys of life.
I just feel overwhelmed because I don't seem to be in sync with the human race. There's deeper reasons for most of my problems that really didn't have a lot to do with the internet. They just manifest differently on and offline. When I was a freshman in high school, he was a senior in high school. We both did football, so we didn't really see each other much, but then he and his buddy would drive me home after practice, so I got to ride in the back of his buddy's truck. So I felt so cool knowing 2 seniors. Zach was just like the perfect person at all times, and he got in the Air Force Academy, and then he flew B-52s, and he has been at the Academy running the jump team, and now he's going to Qatar.
My brother and I don't talk on the phone very well. It was always nice to be able to Skype with his kids, and I couldn't do that this year. So being with them in person, I got to connect with them in a way that was just impossible this year without the internet. When I got to Colorado Springs, And my flight was delayed, and it seemed like a big hassle, and he's got one day left with his family, and I felt like I was crashing the party. You know, this is like a really emotional, difficult goodbye for all of them, and like, what was I doing there? But once I was there, I felt like I really belonged there. So you've got a computer, right? Mm-hmm. So this is your iMac. The internet connects your computer to other computers. I disconnected, so I don't have the internet. So for a whole year, I've spent without the internet, so I can't Skype with you because I can't connect.
Because you didn't want to do it?
Yeah, I wanted to take a break.
Because you didn't like it?
I didn't like it sometimes. I think the internet's really good, but sometimes I got a little tired of it. I used too much internet. I didn't spend time with real people. But now, at the end of this month, I'm going to be back on the internet, and then I can Skype with you. The true nuclear family. I felt this year I kind of missed a lot of opportunities to leave the house and leave New York. I wanted to do something really tangible before I came back to the internet. And you write novels about road trips, you make road trip movies, but sitting in your apartment all day is not really that exciting. Let's see, so the general plan is not to have too much of a plan. Like, I don't want to be swept along by the interstate and told what to do by Google Maps and stuff. I want to see if I can see the beautiful midsection of America. So I left the internet this year, and I do think it was an indictment, or at least a chance to judge how valuable the internet is to me. I was pretty surprised to see that in a lot of ways it's non-vital, at least the way I was using it. I thought when I first left the internet that it'd be a lot of like getting used to using the library and the post office and like really practical stuff, but I just didn't really do much of that. I'm pretty good at getting around New York. If I need to get around somewhere else, I could buy a paper map. I just did less. I didn't stress about the things I couldn't do.
I don't miss the internet. I don't dream about it. I don't yearn for it. Every once in a while somebody's like, oh, there's this really funny thing happening on Twitter, but I can't tell you, but I don't care. My biggest fear though is that at the end of the year, I don't want to really go back to the internet full bore. Even though it's so awesome, it's such a cool thing, I like myself a lot better not on the internet. So I feel like doing a year of this is gonna be like a piece of cake. This is basically really easy right now. There's tiny minor inconveniences in exchange for having a blast, a total, complete blast.
We're beautiful Holly, Colorado. It's like 9:45, so we're a little slow on the start, but it's all right. And we're really close to Kansas. We're gonna try to get all the way through Kansas today. We're kind of along the Santa Fe Trail, which it's kind of like the Oregon Trail of the Santa Fe. I feel like we haven't really scratched the surface with who is Paul Miller. But that's what Kansas is for, because Kansas is gonna be really boring.
Done with the internet. It's done. Don't even need it anymore. Like that.
It's been like an hour?
About an hour.
I'm going home. Got nothing to do. Got no internet to, I don't know, call me or something. We can talk. Springfield, Missouri at Grace Chapel. This is where my parents went when I was born. I never planned to reconnect with my childhood or anything, but I did want to know what I would look like without the internet, because the last time I knew myself without the internet was when I was about 12. I hope I can capture a little bit of that stupid imagination that kid had. Before I had the internet, I used my computer to write a allegorical fiction where me and my siblings' rooms were different kingdoms. And then I was also making stop motion animation short films. After I got the internet, I used AIM and did message boards, and then eventually built a Lindsay Lohan fan site. They're two eras, you know, and so I'm kind of getting a look at the old era before I go back to, you know, the new era again. I mean, the idea really sprung up just from the concept I never went to school, and so I wanted to like study great books so I could be more educated and be a better writer. And I was like, well, I spend all my time using the internet, so if I didn't use the internet, I would have unlimited free time. I told Josh I was gonna quit. That's how I phrased it. I didn't say like, hey, I'm gonna do this crazy experiment. Like, I was quitting The Verge. I think I was really burned out. I'd been doing tech writing for 7 years at that point, about 7 years. I felt like a big treadmill effect because, you know, my email just never ends. The work chat room is always busy. There's always something to do. There's always more and more and more news to cover. You know, I was trying to like transition over to feature writing and like, you know, bigger features, but I was kind of bad at it. I think a lot of that exhaustion made it feel like it was imperative. Instead of it just being a cool, fun idea, it felt like my only hope at sanity and kind of get off the treadmill. Can I get 4 of those, the light green Enjoys?
Do you like them?
I really do. Kind of addicted.
They're addicting?
I'm addicted. I left the internet because it seemed like the only choice at the time.
Did it work?
It didn't really. No, it didn't really work. There's been some awesome things from this year. There's been some negative things from this year, but as far as like my thesis setting out, it's like, you know, well, I've got a year to do all this awesome stuff. I didn't do, you know, half of it. I ended up playing a lot of video games and just I didn't quite chug through books like I expected myself to, and I still feel overwhelmed, and it's a different kind of overwhelmed. It's just more existential, and it has less concrete factors. This is where I spent most of the last year of my life. I typically have my feet up right here. I typically have an Xbox controller on my lap. And then there's like an e-cigarette like somewhere in the fold of clothing. I still haven't finished a first draft of my novel that I've been working on for 5 years. And I haven't written this book about leaving the internet yet, and I don't know how, I don't know if I can. I hope I can, but I just, you know, I've got no evidence yet that I will be able to write a whole book. And this might sound like a downer, but I'm kind of a depressive, and for me, that means that just sometimes it kind of hurts to be alive. It's just like, you know, it sucks that you gotta kind of do each day and keep doing the next day, and it just, moments hurt sequentially. And when I'm bombarded with, you know, information and stimulation, and I can always, you know, fill that need every time, you know, I feel like I'm getting bored and I'm not happy, and so I can go and do something really quickly to kind of fill that need. I think I could confuse the issue and confuse the subject and kind of not quite understand the way I was feeling was deeper than just I'm bored right now. It had something to do with I'm deeply distressed that life goes on. I don't know how to say it. And so some of the sort of the loneliness and boredom that came from leaving the internet was really instructional, because it let me know that, you know, my problems were much more internal than external.
Justin
Hey,
McElroy, how's it
welcome.
going,
Good
dude?
to see you.
Oh, man.
Come on in.
Justin McElroy is a writer at Polygon, which is the video game sister site of The Verge. I'm just kind of a total fanboy of Justin McElroy. I find him incredibly hilarious. And he also just seems to have a life kind of figured out. I want to know his secret.
Are you worried that when you get back on the internet that do you think you made like a lasting change in your consumption? Like, have you changed your relationship with it? Or are you worried that it'll be like, I missed all of it?
Right now, I'm like, I might just have zero defenses. If like an alien invades planet Earth and they're destroying everything, but they don't have any immune system to respond to our diseases.
So you're saying I
then
could get
they
a
all
call
die
from you telling me that, like, I don't know, this Nigerian prince seems super legit. He said if I send him $7,000, I could be really super rich. So I don't know, I'm gonna give it a shot.
See, now I wanted to ask. I just feel like you've got it together.
Oh God,
you've got it going on. I want some like life advice. You're married.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be married. You know,
yeah, I cannot help you.
You live in a beautiful neighborhood, and I can't really expect to ever do this well.
As far as your life giving you advice, I think I started having more success when I stopped feeling like there was a narrative to my life. I think once you let go of that idea, then first off, you stop seeing yourself as like the most important thing in your narrative. You know, you see yourself as more of a component. There's no arc to my story. There's no like climax or anticlimax or denouement. So trying to find where things connected or like what made sense in my arc didn't really make a lot of sense. And once I let go of that, like, because that was a big thing for me in high school and college. And like once I let go of that, I think I started having more success or became happier.
I've always felt a lot of pressure to have done something by 27. But like once I'm through 27, like I'm almost 30, and then like I'm totally single and still can't write longer than 1,000 words. At this point, the only thing that's left for me is being a novelist, because you can start relatively late. And it's terrible, but I think of Dylan and the Beatles like when I'm thinking about music, and that it's too late to really do something great and special in music because I couldn't be Dylan and the Beatles. But I've tried to deprogram myself from thinking about the art and made more decisions, not like in the moment, but what I really want to be doing right now. What should I really be doing right now, and do that thing instead of thinking about the art. I want this next year to be about other people than just Paul Miller. There's only so much navel gazing that one guy can do, and you know, there's people in the world with real problems other than that they use Reddit too much. So I'm gonna go back to real life and stop, you know, fooling around so much. I have no regrets. What a good year. This is a really cool thing that I got to do. I'm really lucky to work for a site like this that wanted to find out what would happen if I left the internet. I think now I know about as much as I'll ever know about offline Paul. What about me is because I use the internet, and what about me is because I'm Paul Miller. And I was born in Springfield, Missouri to Dennis and Christine Miller, and then grew up being a cowboy and playing roller hockey, and now I'm a tech writer. I'm Paul Miller, and I just spent the year without the internet. Can you tell?
And we are back on Verge.
Welcome to Total Request Live.
On Verge TRL. As you can see, we're joined by some of our team members here who are in studio to welcome back Paul to the internet.
I have a lot of tweets. I actually have a lot of questions about the video. Are you feeling more like you're lost or more like you've actually found yourself?
More like I found myself.
What did you find?
But it wasn't great.
Why?
You know?
Why did I look for this?
So I spent a year thinking about things that are like kind of different than most of the things that I used to think about. And so like I think Twitter and chat rooms and all the ways that we share information are awesome because they bring us all together. But also sometimes they make us all concentrate on the same thing at the same time. And it was fun for me to be just kind of off in La La Land, concentrating on something else. And sometimes that made it hard for me to have conversations with people or to relate with people. But it was fun being kind of on a different track.
Sam Sheffer has one. Here we go. Social Sam.
Do you think you will ever take another hiatus from the internet after this? I mean, you haven't even come back yet, but what do you think of that?
I might take like a week or two sometimes, but I don't know. It's a kind of an artificial construct. Like what's much more important is just doing the things that I'm most interested in. And so like if I want to read a book, I probably am not also going to be in a web browser. And so, I want to decide to read a book and then really, actually, I got a text message from my pastor tonight.
Whoa, I thought you were off text.
Yeah, what happened with this?
I received them. I can't stop them from coming into my phone.
You could not look at them.
I could not. Well, you want me to wait for a minute to? I already looked at it.
You have 3 minutes of peace left.
All right. It's a word of wisdom. It's a word of wisdom.
Let's hear it. You've already seen it, right?
I've already seen it. This is something that I'm kind of like, the way I'm going to approach the internet when I come back. But he said it to me. One quick encouragement. By the way, he's very eloquent on text message. Keep your loves in order. The saddest people are those who seek their happiness in loving the wrong thing too much. And it broke it into 2 text messages. Love.
That's what happens when you have a Huawei.
Love what's most lovely. Peace, bro.
Now here's what's going to happen, everybody, because I'm sure you're wondering. I'm sure you're saying to yourself, what's going to happen the moment Paul gets back on the internet?
What if my brain explodes?
So here's what's going to happen. First off, I want to get the champagne ready.
Be fast.
Do we have any other bottles of champagne?
You should talk.
You should try not to leak that all over your laptop.
Yeah, watch out. Protect the air.
Can I show this?
It's not, guys. All right, so just
move
calm
your
down. We only have 50 seconds. Stop giving me instructions. Paul's going to go over here to his computer. He's going to. Are we plugging in the Ethernet?
Yeah, we're
going to
plug in the Ethernet.
He's going to. When he went off the internet, he unplugged the Ethernet cable from this desktop over here. He's going to plug it back in.
Desktop.
He's going to go. You're going to go to do something on the internet.
You'll see
a public place on the internet, and you're going to share with the world. This is like when the Pope started tweeting.
Exactly.
This is just like when the Pope started tweeting.
Exactly like that.
You should get over there, man. We only have 23 seconds.
I look like such a square wearing this sweater.
Paul, get over there.
Paul,
I'm a father of.
Everybody shut up.
13, 12.
10 seconds to go, and our stream is down.
8.
Are you kidding me?
Our stream is down.
6.
We took our live stream.
4. 3. 2. 1.
So this laptop.
Paul can't get back on the internet.
Yeah. This is somebody else's Retina. This is someone else's Retina. They put a clean account on here, so I'm just going to turn the Wi-Fi on.
Yeah.
Wait, where's our video wall?
Video wall's dead.
Okay,
We've
Wi-Fi.
broken everything.
There we go. Oh, there it is.
I just turned the Wi-Fi on.
This is a good program.
This is Paul right now.
So I guess I'll go to Safari.
Open Safari.
That's a browser, Paul.
Whoa!
What a terrible first page.
Oh, yeah! Very nice choice.
Hey, who's this? Who's this Paul Miller guy?
Look at this.
Is this yours?
I can't believe you're doing this.
Paul, don't look at the
Paul, can I just say you are doing the most meta and narcissistic thing. It's like meta narcissism.
Paul, did you know there's
Can
a new
you
Star
imagine
Trek?
if somebody left the internet for a
There's a
year?
new Star Trek movie coming out. Are you
Yes.
excited?
Is that in May as well?
Can you send
That's
your
like
tweet?
Oh yeah, I should send a tweet.
Have you seen the trailer? It's real good.
Already distracted by the internet. Like,
I don't know. I don't
literally
understand
not
this.
even a minute in. And you've been distracted by the internet. Like, you had one thing to do.
I have to say, it is incredible to note that Paul immediately was distracted by looking at something on the internet.
Oh, there I am.
Twitter.
All right, and cut to us so Paul can.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me, Paul?
There's a bit of a lag. There's a bit of a lag on it.
Yeah, that's how the internet works.
Can you cut away? I'm going to log it and see if I can remember how to log into Twitter.
Oh no, he forgot his password. Paul can't remember what his Twitter password is.
He's resetting his password. Do you remember your Gmail password?
We'll find out.
So I'm going to give you a play-by-play now. Paul he set a password reset to his email account because he doesn't remember what his Twitter password is. And now he's trying to log in to his Gmail account. And he can't remember his Gmail password either.
I don't see this. I don't see this email.
It takes a couple minutes sometimes.
Oh, you reset your Twitter password.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
God. Guys, it turns out the internet is fucking boring.
Can I just point out, after being distracted from sending a tweet, Paul then opened his email and then got distracted by reading another email.
My dad sent me a sermon he wrote.
Why? Was he like, oh, Paul's going to read this?
All right, I got to send
Well,
Paul.
I will now.
I got to send
Yeah, I'm
something
gonna tweet
to
it,
Paul
Paul.
right now. Here we go.
Are you gonna friend me?
I'm in Twitter.
You're back?
I'm in Twitter.
Are you logged in?
I'm logged in.
Okay, can we put the thing
Sure.
back on the screen?
Sure. You guys ready for this?
John?
Oh, yeah.
Laura's trolling.
Great stuff. Great stuff in your Twitter
All right.
feed right
You
now.
ready for
Really
this?
very good. Oh my God, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He doesn't even realize that app.net took over.
That is such a nerdy joke.
Yeah, that's cool.
You should be like, you should be put
Do you
in
hang
jail.
out with like insular Mac developers all day? Or what?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
is that-
really, Alice.
What do you?
I'm trying to recover my Facebook password.
All right, so Paul, we had there were obviously the
Someone
readers.
just welcomed me back to the internet. I was always here.
Paul, the readers obviously chose things for you to look at that you haven't seen while you've been away from the internet. And at some point,
I have a long list.
At some point, we want to get to those, and everybody from the site and from Vox has stuff for you to look at, which we want to get to at some point. I don't know how much of it we're going to all sit here and watch. I mean, for instance, I want you to watch something that's 18 minutes long. and
I want you to watch all of House of Cards.
Yeah, I need you to watch
We're gonna
all
do that together.
12, 13 episodes of House of Cards.
Yeah.
Is it 12 or 13?
13.
At the end, he
It was
joins the
13.
circus.
Yeah.
We could do
Everyone dies at the end. I hope I didn't ruin it. I hope I didn't ruin it, but everybody dies.
I'm having Facebook text me a password reset.
Why don't we have you watch some things that were on the internet that
I have a big list.
that you couldn't see? Neeli has a list. We've all been waiting. All of us have been waiting for a year.
Okay, let's just turn my phone off.
To sh-
I made it into Facebook, but I don't know how to find this thing.
We have actually. First of all, we have a lot of welcomes for you back to the internet. So the first one is from John Benjamin. He's from Archer fame. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Can we get that one
You
wrong?
familiar with Archer?
I'm so familiar with
Can we
Archer.
see that?
Actually, my favorite is home
We'll
videos.
take a
Home
look.
movies.
Yeah.
Home movies, man.
I think the first thing you should see is, I think it's called Chuck from the Bronx Eats a Ghost Pepper. It's 10 minutes long, and it's, I think, maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
It's Chuck from the Bronx again. Hey, today a viewer sent in a challenge.
This is 10 minutes
So I
long.
said I'll decide
Yeah, you can
to
just
do
skip
it.
ahead after.
It's called the Ghost
Right
Pepper
here.
Challenge.
When does it get good?
Supposedly,
Just very soon.
pepper is supposed to be the hottest pepper in the world. Now, I'm not a big fan of hot food. Basically, I can't stand it. So, this is going to be very interesting.
It's actually the first thing Paul sees
I'm
is a
actually
man
a little bit
vomiting milk.
nervous. Now, Chuck never gets nervous about nothing.
By the way, I want to say thank you to H. John. That's the awesomest thing.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm just really overwhelmed right now.
I've been in fights before. I've been to prison before. I've been all kinds of messes. With this hottest pepper in the world thing, I'm a little bit nervous. So,
I'm a little nervous too.
So am I.
here's the hot pepper that I got. Supposedly it's from India.
We are very hot peppers. Super hot.
Why do we have audio from him?
Can I get a little champagne?
Yes. Can somebody give Paul? Do we have a glass?
Right here.
Oh yeah, right. We actually had one for you, Paul. Do you want a bottle as well?
It's happening.
Cheers,
It's
guys.
happening. Chuck, is that actually a ghost pepper?
Yeah.
Subscribe.
This video's
You're familiar with the ghost pepper?
Wait. It's all gonna happen for this poor gentleman.
There's another 9 minutes on this video.
You can definitely just skip ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off dairy bottle and all this stuff. She's crazy.
Yeah.
What did he expect was
I
happening?
think something's going down.
What did he think was gonna happen?
I wish this pepper was right back to me. I beat the hell out of him.
Paul, are you gonna watch this whole thing or
No,
what?
I forwarded it.
See, he's worse and worse. This shit gets fucking worse and worse over here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, Paul. So,
Yes.
thank you, H. John.
You've been missing stuff like that.
Paul, you've got a choice. The next one, the two things that you wanted to see: Felix Baumgartner jumping from space, or the Mars landing.
Oh, there's this Google Doc.
All right.
Yeah, Gangnam Style.
Click on some stuff, buddy. What do you want?
Wait.
Click on the one with underneath by
Wait, what?
name.
There's no. What's Grumpy Cat?
Oh my god. Yes, cat.
All right,
What's
Gag,
Grumpy Cat?
I'm gonna.
It's a cat that's grumpy. He's more famous than Josh. I don't know how you
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have
Leo
seen
really
part of
wants you to
Gangnam
watch
Style,
that.
and also I'm so sick of that song.
All right. Hey,
No,
guys,
you gotta watch the whole thing.
watch something you haven't seen then.
Google it.
Do Grumpy Cat.
Which one
Do
is
Bane
it?
rapping.
Please, yeah, do Bane rap.
Where's Bane rapping?
Just play it.
Scroll down.
Is that how you spell Bane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that top one. That's it. There you go.
I like how Paul didn't.
Can we get audio
Full
in here?
screen,
on this?
please.
Just everybody chill out. You saw Dark Knight Rises, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Who is the one man to have defeated me in freestyle? Only me. Yeah, only you. Anyone else care to challenge me? That's what I thought. DJ, drop a beat. That's right, Gotham. Yes, that's my name. I guarantee the pain. I'm coming after you, Bruce Wayne. Authentically insane. Hey, that's my name, Bruce Wayne in the Batman and Bruce the same. Mortal Kombat smack. Then I crack my 28 Krug champagne. Who likes hip hop? Hey, yes, it's a shame. And the glamour salon, you help me. I laugh when you ask why.
I feel like a little bad being on the internet.
Yeah, welcome back to the internet.
No, tell me. No, everyone shut up. Why?
I don't know, it's been for a year, it's been morally wrong for me to be on the internet because it.
Oh, you feel guilty.
I feel guilty now being on the internet.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
Wait, I thought
you did a
that's
year. You did a year's
It's
hard time.
hard-
You did
hard
a
to
year's
get-
hard time off the
it's
internet.
hard to get back
Now you're
used
back.
to-
You're back out in the real world.
That's how I
I
feel
need
every time I fall off the
a.
wagon.
What?
You need something inspirational. Is that what you're saying?
Qualcomm keynote.
Yeah, watch
Very
the. I think he saw the. Well, I think he saw it
I
in the
haven't
trailer.
seen. I haven't seen the start. Oh, friggin' ads. Oh, there's a new. There's a new.
Ads work.
Hold on, what's
Is this a new Pineapple Express?
Oh, no. It's called End of the World.
Dude, that has Michael Cera.
It has everything.
It has everybody in it.
All right, so load up Grumpy Cat for you.
Look,
You
he
want-
doesn't. The
you
guy
want
doesn't
glass.
care about memes. All right. Oh yeah.
I want to use glass. That's what I want to do.
It runs from your
Well, you're going to be really in luck pretty
Tap
soon.
the touchpad to wake up glass.
Paul's literally practicing on his body.
Adjust it to see everything. The home screen
I can do that because one of the arms is broken on my side.
It's a row of cards.
Does it really look like that?
Yes.
Now are coming
That
But
looks
it's just
pretty
tiny,
nice.
just tiny in the corner of your eyes.
Oh, that's a great UI.
You can tap on any card to see more. Swipe down anywhere.
This is the first
I
time
don't know
you're
about
seeing
swipe down. That's kind of weird.
Cards to the right of the home screen are from the past. For example, messages, videos, or photos.
This is gonna get totally overwhelmed with information.
Choose one of your games.
Like this piece of garbage. Baxter. Who knows anybody called Baxter? Have you ever met a Baxter in your life?
I have 2 friends named Baxter.
Really?
No.
Exactly. Case in point. Okay, Grumpy Cat.
No, there's a Grumpy Cat and Trouble versus Bomber highly voted for.
We can do.
And Grumpy Cat is just pictures, like.
Oh, it's like a new meme.
We have sound now for the pre-recorded ones too.
I think I might be emotionally constipated.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, that's Grumpy Cat. It's just an angry-looking cat, and there's a bunch of memes.
He actually, it's a very, whatever.
Okay, Trouble versus Balmer and the CES keynote are the two.
Trouble versus Bomber solid.
Have you seen the Watchmen fan-made movie? Have I ever showed you that on YouTube?
Oh, Scoble in the shower.
Oh yeah.
In the shower.
Do a search for Scoble
So
in the
here's
shower.
what I fear.
That was Laura's. That was Laura's idea. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I definitely feel as though we give him additional power when we do this.
Yes.
We definitely feed his dark energy when we show this picture. Here's the thing about this picture that's disturbing. It's not that he's in the.
A few things about it.
It's not that he's in the shower with
Paul,
Google Glass.
Paul, can you do me a favor? Can you make that go away? Not smaller.
No,
yes.
you got full screen the whole thing.
Trouble versus Balmer is the next one they wanted to
Yes.
see.
Yes.
What is
people
this?
have
I haven't
spoken.
seen this.
We made this.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Well, is this like a new Trouble versus meme?
It's old already.
I forgot that he made those literal noises.
Yeah. Those are his
noises.
actual sounds.
We've also added a link to Vacuum Kitty, which we've located.
Vacuum Kitty.
Paul, you don't have to do these things. These are just suggestions.
Hey, maybe Paul wants to. Maybe.
Vacuum Kid is fucking awesome.
You have to watch the whole thing. Watch it.
Oh, I haven't seen this. Wow, I've never seen this. This is amazing. Wow.
That was quality.
Wow.
Right there. That's what I wanted to see.
I have to say, that was
really good.
amazing.
That was pretty good.
That was amazing.
Okay.
I don't know how any of you can eat animals after seeing
now
that.
we have. Oh wait, what's happening? Oh, what?
Oh yeah.
This is Thomas's Tumblr blog. This is the best. This is the world's greatest Tumblr.
Just go in. Sharp gift is Right you are, Ken. He goes down to the fluid.
What are you doing?
It's MXC.
What?
Remember MXC on Spike? It's Takashi's Castle. Takashi's Castle, but overdubbed in English.
Oh god.
Takashi's a director.
You guys are.
Can I just point out that
Oh,
you
dude,
guys?
this is in the Air Force Academy.
You guys definitely just asked me if I remembered something on Spike.
MXC.
No.
Yeah, like hey guys, remember?
MXC's a
It's a classic. It's a classic Spike show. You don't remember that? You know, Spike had one show. That's from back in the old days on
We're
Spike.
never getting a deal on Spike. We're never getting that Spike deal. It's out the window.
That's okay.
The MXC apparently.
I mean,
That's okay.
it's more than okay.
MXC is fantastic.
Guys,
Yes, yes, this fine.
Oh, there's what happened to our inset shot? Did that go away?
I like the cow.
It's better. It's for the best, I think.
Oh.
If I were watching this stream, I'd be afraid.
Paul!
What? Why are you yelling at me?
Polygon! You haven't looked at it.
What?
You've never seen it.
Oh, I've never seen Polygon.com.
Polygon.com.
Your hero runs it.
It's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you like
I'm so
games.
jealous. I'm so jealous of so much of this design.
Yeah, it is responsive.
Oh, look at that.
Make it even smaller.
Hey, why isn't the Verge? Why
Now make
isn't
it
the
really
Verge?
big.
Why isn't the Verge responsive?
And Paul's first day back on the internet was also his last day as an employee of The Verge.
I have to tell you that number of people demanding that you watch cat videos is like out of control. I don't know what Sale Cat is, and I don't know why he has to watch it in Best of 14.
Sale Cat?
I mean, you are now in like pure hacker mode with one hand on each keyboard.
We should log this computer into
Laura's
the
commentary is pretty
Wi-Fi and
amazing.
then see. Hey, Ross. Can we could log this my actual computer into Wi-Fi and see what happens?
Ross, can we jack in a few more systems for Paul?
Oh wait, just a sec. Let me make a backup of my notes.
He needs an operator.
I can't believe it's only been 33 minutes of Paul being back on the internet.
It feels like it's been forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ruin your notes.
Paul,
No,
by the
it's
way,
simple note. My
huge amount of porn you haven't seen yet on the internet.
Back to that.
You gotta watch the Seinfeld porno.
What?
It's a great one.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Does that exist?
This is real. This is real.
Well,
Rule
I
33, man.
Hang on, I have to look at something on the
touch.
internet. The porn thing is like the absolute number one.
Yes.
Paul, back on the internet question.
Seinfeld porn.
No, don't talk about Seinfeld porn. That's so weird. Paul,
I wouldn't mind seeing Kramer and Elaine go at it.
Paul, can we just discuss the porn issue? Because
wait a second.
It's
I
way
mean-
at the top of the list, and I've been ignoring it from all the people asking.
But hold on. Did you look? I want to be clear. Can we just be clear for a second? You looked at porn on the internet before you left the internet, right?
Yes.
Like real porn.
Yes.
Not like softcore stuff, but like
Really?
full on.
Okay.
No, I want to be clear. Like you looked at real
Hey,
porn.
but here's a question for you. Have you ever asked anybody specifically what porn they've looked at
Yes.
before?
Yes, I have.
Every
Are you
day
kidding
of
me?
my
Are
life
you
is-
kidding me?
I got this
Establish a
question
baseline.
like really early on, like what do you do for porn? Like that's a regular question to ask someone specifically what they look at for porn.
Well, what's weird about
like
you-
it's so regular, and I don't think
What's weird
we
about you is
all
I
have
didn't-
to look at porn.
I didn't know before you wrote this post that you looked at porn.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't. Because
Yeah.
of all the people I know who are good,
Yeah.
you're the best.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. and so I thought that you avoided it.
Well, I was trying to, but I
But
wasn't.
it turns out you failed.
Right. And so,
So-
now that I'm back on the internet, I want to try to not look at porn.
Because you didn't look at porn really when you were off.
Right.
You looked at some softcore Mexican stuff.
Right.
No, that's true. That's what
you told me.
That's what this post is all about.
That's in this post.
It's in the post.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's easier to type it than say it out loud.
He
but
went to
yes.
Mexico. Yeah.
I went to Mexico.
Well, I
So
think you
wait,
should.
so wait, you're back on the internet and you're going to install filtering software. Out
Yeah, so
of
there's this thing
your
called
own volition.
Covenant Eyes. Actually, a lot of the when I went to that the Jewish internet rally thing, a lot of the guys were talking about this app.
Do you think you really need Covenant Eyes, TM,
So this doesn't
to protect you from
This
porn?
does not solve the problem. It's just something that's helpful. It's just something that like.
Wouldn't that make you think of it
We have a
more,
microphone.
though?
Give me that.
Like, if I were to have something like that on my computer, that would actually make me think of porn more.
The way Covenant Eyes works is it sends like a log of your internet activities to somebody. So whenever you're about to do, yeah. So
Oh,
whenever
like
you're about
your
to do
pastor.
something, you have to think of, do I want this in my log, or do I want to find another computer in my house to look at this?
Look, let me help you not look at porn, okay? If you think about looking at porn, I'll come to your house and
I'll
do
have-
something
Josh,
really
I'll have my-
unsexy.
I'll have my- I'll
really
have-
unsexy.
I'll have Covenant Eyes send my log to you.
We've got 20 minutes left. Who do you want? next, Paul? Do you want Alexis Ohanian, or do you want?
Oh yeah, we have other greetings.
I'll watch Alexis.
Let's pull up Alexis.
It's fine. No,
Oh,
not Alexis, next one.
Well, it's
No,
up now,
Alexis?
isn't it?
It's too late.
This is a Vine, by the way, Paul.
Welcome back to the internet, Paul Miller. You didn't miss anything. Really, nothing. Welcome back to the internet, Paul Miller. You didn't miss anything.
It just repeats.
Really.
It's 6 seconds and it loops.
What do you think of it?
Welcome back to the
Is
internet,
it the
Paul
future?
Miller. You didn't miss anything.
I have a question. Are you going to keep doing your column in some way?
Online.
Paul's already distracted again.
My sister told me, my sister is working on this music video. This is her like first professional
Hey Paul, welcome back to the internet.
gig. Oh my gosh.
My name is Annie Laurie Miller, and I was the art director on the shoot. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, the shoot was kind of a dream come true. It was enough authority and responsibility, and I was able to kind of let go creatively and run with whatever. I'm very new to art directing. I graduated in December and had figured out in May of last year that I wanted to go into prop styling, set dressing, art directing. When I had met the Craig brothers and they had talked about this shoot, I thought, yes, this is awesome. This is exactly what I want to do, but it's been really fun to explore and find out exactly where I want to be in this whole industry. I definitely learned how it's really important to know what the different jobs are, and that's been what I've been trying to figure out, is just learning what each different member of the crew does and what their responsibilities are. The location that we were shooting at was really awesome because it was this old Victorian house in Connecticut, and it had a lot of old things around, and I found myself going from room to room kind of saying, oh, let me just take this, and I just pulled a lot of things together to make it look like it belonged, but it was enough old things to work with. So one of the things I got to do for the shoot was to break a mirror, and I bought a very high quality mirror apparently because it was very difficult to break. And I took a hammer at it, I took a nail and hammer, I took a drill, and then I took a drill bit and a hammer, and that finally did the trick. Well, I'm really excited that my brother gets to see this. Paul, thank you for being my biggest supporter. You've been such an encouragement, and I'm so happy that you are back on the internet.
Yeah, a lot of this gear has been hanging out. Like, I've seen my sister and my roommate like a billion times more than anybody else I've seen this year, and so, but she's been working on like transitioning to art direction, set design stuff, and so kind of psyching her up for that. And you know, it's scary to go professional, and she's doing it. You know, so I'm stoked for her.
Well, she's a very lovely girl.
She's great.
And
she's big on Instagram too.
Is she?
Yeah. I don't know her.
She's great. Very
Why would you?
very smart, very funny. You wouldn't know her Instagram. Obviously, you've been off the internet for a year. All right, we got 1 minute here, Paul.
Okay.
Anything you want to share with us for our final moment with you coming back online?
There's this video I'm trying to find on Facebook.
By the way, Facebook is completely over.
I found it. I found the video. This was the first thing I wanted to do on the internet. It was just such a pain in the ass getting on Facebook. This is me and my little brother.
That cat comes up.
You get a letter from
That's it.
Is that the end of the
Yeah, I didn't really fade it out.
I think it's a good place to leave it. Paul,
thank you guys.
We're very happy that you're back online.
Yeah. Woo.
And now we're all going offline.
I'm really,
yeah, I'm really tired.
Exhausted.
Yeah, it's an exhausting time. Thank you for watching, and you're a real trooper if you hung in. And Ellis, you're fired.
Thank you, everybody.
Not a safari.
Good night.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
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 Paul. Paul.